I became a professional artist after many years of just doing freelance graphic design. I've always been an artist. Between 6 and 8 years old, I remember getting more interested in drawing and like copying things and doing that. So over the years, I just built upon those skills. But it wasn't until about 2013 that I finally decided that I want to actually share it with people outside of graphic design. For the Black Lives Matter mural, I did the letter S, and I decided to incorporate a series that I called the Mood Face series. For several years now, I've been drawing these faces of women of color, just expressing emotion. The Mood Face series for me was a way to express or show the different type of emotions that we have, joy or anger or sadness. I incorporated a couple of those faces into my letter S. Of course, during the time that we were doing the mural, there was so much happening in the country. Mostly Black women were like leading the charge in terms of like protests and things of that sort. It's so difficult to express that without it just being looked at as like just the angry Black woman or whatever, you know. For me to be able to collaborate with other Black artists in the city was pretty big. There were several artists that I didn't already know, but I had been admiring from a distance. But also some of the artists were like my very close friends. As soon as we got together as a group, we meshed and it gelled, and it felt like a history in the making, which it was. When the mural was defaced, I wasn't angry or anything. It was just like, all right, well, I expected it to happen. Like we all expected something to happen. I just thought that maybe it would be a little bit longer than like the first week. But I felt like also it was something that kind of needed to happen because it was the whole reason why we did the mural. You know, it was a part of the process that I felt like was just necessary to carry on the message. I'm glad that I have the opportunity to influence young people with my art when it comes to systemic change. And I feel like young people and parents can probably identify with the messages that I have, and therefore I'm hoping that it can encourage and motivate them to express their own messages. I would tell any child that is interested in the arts or may not even think that they're an artist that expression is really key for any part of their lives. I would really encourage them not to listen to outside influences as much as your inner voice. Even if you don't want to make a career out of it, like it's a great outlet. It's a great way to release any type of inner emotions that you have. As a graphic designer, I used to do work for the Madam Walker company. In that process, I was able to see different photos and different things that Madam Walker actually used. I felt a connection in the sense that I've seen this before. I've heard all the stories, and now like I get to be a part of this history in some way, almost like my ancestors in a sense. So. That to me was like one of the biggest feelings of being an artist and painting this mural on Indiana Avenue. It was awesome.